Welcome back to the Wargaming Den. Today's game of Kings of War sees my Orcs vs Gordon's Nightstalkers, 2,300 points. The mission we're going to be playing tonight is Hold the Line. Let's have a look at the armies today. Look, I always change my army list slightly. I'm tweaking here, I'm tweaking there, I'm adding this, I'm taking that away. Can't play the same thing 2 weeks in a row. So I've got 2 long X regiments, an X troop, an X horde with proof sharpness, a troll horde with dwarven ale, Gore Rider troop with skirmishers boots, 2 Gore Rider regiments, 2 war drums, the Crudger on a Gore, a Crusher on a Gore, Flagger, Godspeaker, Troll Bruiser and Crudger. I've got 16 units and 26 unit strength. Gordon's got the list that once he's settled on, he just plays it and plays it. Doesn't change at all. I'm not sure how he manages it, but he does. And so it's the same list. It's 2 Scarecrow hordes, Tormentor regiment, 2 Butcher hordes, 2 Shadowhound regiments that are a real handful, a Terror, a Horror, Dream Hunter, Dread Fiend, Void Lurker, Enshira, so about 13 units and 26 unit strength. Okay, let's have a look at the deployment. Now, see out here, I've got a unit of Gore Riders way out by themselves. That shouldn't have happened. I changed my mind 3/4 of the way through my deployment at the last minute, deployed my Gore Riders and my Wing Slasher over here to counter these guys. And so it left my Gore Rider troop way out on the flank all by itself. So that was not going to be very much use longer term. Rest of my army, solid centre with my Axe Horde, my Troll Bruiser and some Long Spear. Troll Horde in the woods. I don't think they've got Sir Jesse's boots, so what are they doing there? I know trolls like swamps, but maybe not the most sensible. I've got my Long Spear and my 2 Gore Rider regiments with the Axe Troop and the Wing Slasher. So I've got quite a powerful flanking force, but they are countered to a degree by these guys over here, the Shadowhounds that are a lot more mobile than I am. Gordon's got a strong centre once again over here with his Scarecrows with the Tormentors in behind. There's Bad going here to disrupt things as well. Both of his Butcher hordes once again are together. They're going to make a beeline, I think, for this hill so that they'll be able to get Thunderous Charge. He's got the Horror here and also the Void Lurker over here. So we're playing Hold the Line. So at the end of the game, it's whoever dominates 3 sectors in the middle 12 inches of the board up to the 2 foot to 4 foot, and then 1 over here. So for me, I was happy with my deployment except for the Gore Riders. If I was going to put them out on the flank unsupported, that'd be better tucked in somewhere around here, where at least they're going to be close to getting some support later on. But we'll see how that worked out for me, eh? And just before we begin, just a bit of a shot down the table. Looking good, like the look of both armies. So let's get on to it. Gordon's turn 1, just advancing, no shooting, and the Orcs are about to go. Okay, so just a bit of a top-down view. Here we go. Void Lurker is threatening my Gore Riders over here. Gordon is advanced up onto the hill with those Butchers. They can charge off there with an extra Thunderous. Horrors nearby. And I think that's the Dream, Dream Hunter over there. And yeah, the 2 Scarecrow hordes have just marched up to take advantage of this bad going, which is going to disrupt any incoming charges, and they've got the Tormentors behind them as well. Okay, so in my turn, the Gore Riders pivoted, moved 8, pivoted again to at least be facing the Void Lurker. I didn't want to hit me in the flank, so it's going to be hard enough dealing with it and surviving fat charges in the front. Just move forward a bit. Troll Bruiser trying to disrupt any incoming lines. So the butchers do charge through here. Both of them aren't going to be able to hit my X Horde. One of them would be able to, the other would have to take on the long spear. So the idea is that I disrupt his charges, because if both of his butchers were able to charge my X Horde, they are most likely going to kill them. And otherwise I've just advanced the long spear onto the hill and the trolls to the edge of the woods there, and the axe have advanced to put a little bit of pressure on the shadowhounds and try and lock them down a bit.
Gordon's turn 2. He killed my badly positioned troop of gore riders, which was not unexpected. The horror, the terror, the big one, and whatever that thing beside it, Dream Hunter, they wavered the troll. The first unit of butchers went in and did 11 wounds against the big horde. And over here, the second butchers went in against the long spear, did 6 wounds. Gordon pulled his forces back a bit over here to give himself a bit of breathing space. So on to my turn 2. But look, what's this? What's this looking into my flank and staring down at my X Horde? Could that possibly be a very cool new freshly painted monster? I think it is.
Yep, so the Gore Riders didn't survive the Void Lurker. He's now looking straight down my line, so I'm going to have to do something about that. My first thought is to get my Wing Slasher coming back, because if he can get into the rear of my X Horde, things are going to get dicey. These 2 charges went in here, but because of the way I deployed, managed to ensure that only 1 butcher unit attacked each of them. And Gordon over here didn't do a great deal, I don't think. He did move forward into this terrain, so that's a good solid centre as an anvil. They're not going to go far or do much, but they're going to take a lot of energy to try and destroy if I do want to try and take them out. And the tormentors can just leap over the top whenever they like as well.
The Orcs got lucky over here. I needed a 9, I think, with my axe. They had Bane Chant. I think I'd done 10 wounds on the butchers, and I rolled a 10 followed by a 10. So get out of jail free there. I put 5 wounds on these other butchers, didn't get anywhere near, and my troll got rid of a few wounds and is stuck against the terror, or the one that's not a terror, the horror. I get them around the wrong way. But on to Gordon's turn number 3.
One of the main reasons I do these reports is to look afterwards at where I went wrong and what I could have done differently. Here's a great example. Axe Horde killed whatever was in front of them. I think it was the butchers. Pivoted to face the Void Lurker. Happy with that. But the Scarecrows, I measured, they were out of range. What I didn't anticipate was actually the Tormentors were just within 14 inches by very, very close. A couple of mil in it. Millimeters are a different measurement unit, but don't worry about it. It was very, very close. And I completely underestimated them. So they were able to charge and get a flank shot here. But where I really screwed up is look at my trolls. What the hell are they doing this turn? They weren't going to do anything against the Scarecrows. They weren't going to do anything over here. But why didn't they just charge out of the woods? Sure, they're hindered, but 36 dice, even needing 5s on the flank of the butchers, would have been much more sensible to add their weight to this combat here. So that was a major mistake on my behalf. And the other thing, the mistake I made on this turn, is I thought I'd secured my axe quite nicely against this bit of terrain here. Hang on a minute. The time clock isn't a piece of terrain. I should have moved it over here, and moved my axe slightly sideways so that these guys couldn't just zoom around here and straight into my Gore Riders and Gordon's next turn. That was a complete stuff up on my behalf. So a turn that really highlights to me, look at everything carefully before completing your move, because there was a couple of major issues that do come back to bite me in the next turn.
Getting interesting. Gordon is planning something. And he's off. So I'm not sure I can even fit. Not good. Wavered over here with the Gore Riders. Wavered over here from Ishin Shira, whoever she is. Waver over here with by the Shadow Hounds onto the troop. Over here I lost the long spear to the butchers, and the scarecrows did 4 wounds on my crusher. The troll got lucky, got a double 1, but also lost the axe horde. So a big hole just been blasted in my lines. So I'm going to have to think of something very clever. Bottom of turn 3, my wavered units didn't do much. I just wavered the Dreadfiend, the long spear, and the Crudger. My trolls came doing a bit of a sneaky round this way, charged in here, 2 hits, 2 wounds. That's right, 18 attacks for 2. Keep trying, boys. Over here, I attacked with a Crusher, a Battle Standard, and a War Drum, and inflicted a mighty 3 wounds and nothing on him. My Winged Slasher, after a drain life, and with the troll managed to kill those leapy guys, whatever they're called, and pivoted to turn over here. So it's not all one-way traffic, but it is Gordon's turn 4.
Okay, and in my turn, not a great deal. Too many units were wavered over here, both my Gore Riders and the Long Spear, so nothing I could really do over there. Lefty did do a wee bit of damage, but my centre has been ripped open.
Gordon's turn 4. Talk about a coup de grace. Killed both the Gore Riders, killed the axe, killed the down here, the Void Lurker got the War Drum, and something else died as well. He wavered my Crusher. I think that's probably most of it, but I am well and truly against the ropes now.
Yeah, and as you can see here, the game is well and truly swung towards Gordon. Not much I can do. My Wing Slasher is in serious trouble over here because they were wavered. My Gore Riders were taken out, and the Long Spear can't do much. There's 2 units of the Shadow Hounds over there. Waste of time charging in against these guys. They should have attacked the turn before. Over here, yeah, you can even see the other scarecrows have got in the mix now. So game is well and truly swung out of my reach.
An effective response. I wavered the Dream Hunter, 3 wounds, maybe 1 wound against the Terror or the Horror, whichever one it is. I missed. I was trying to get a drain life on them. 3 wounds there. That's a bit of a waste. I did manage to kill the Dread Fiend in turn and advanced after combat there to try and slow things down. But this is not looking good. Void Lurker into my Wing Slasher. So turn 5 to Gordon.
And actually, I threw the towel in at the end of Gordon's turn 5 because there was pretty much nothing left that I could do to save this one. It became just a steamroller, unfortunately. So nothing left in the centre at all over here. The trolls are fighting a battle against scarecrows that neither of us is able to do any damage to each other, and my other flank has collapsed as well. So unfortunately, the orcs threw in the towel and slunk back to their mountain strongholds to regroup and consider their tactical choices. And there you have it, victory to the Nightstalkers. Very well played, Gordon. Wow, that totally fell to pieces on turn 3 and 4, and there was no way I was recovering from that. Well played though. He saw those opportunities. As I highlighted, I made some fundamental mistakes that he capitalized on in that one, and so back to the drawing board a wee bit about some of my tactical choices. But these games where sometimes when you take a heavy loss, it's not fun at the time when everything falls to pieces. I play the game for enjoyment, and I don't mind losing at all. But at the end of a game like that, you go away, go, oh my God, what just happened there? But really, you need to go away and reflect on your gameplay and figure out, okay, what mistakes did I make? What do I need to do better next time? And that's where, for me, these little battle reports are great for that, because as I'm putting them back together, I'm able to look at what I did well, what I should have done better. So definitely a learning experience, and hopefully I'll carry a few lessons into our next game. But if you made it this far, thanks once again for watching. Hope to have another game against Gordon next week, which I'll hopefully record and get out there. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, have a great week. Ka kite anō, and take care. Bye for now.